Good morning, we'll start our today's 38th lecture. It is related to our robotics and artificial intelligence. In previous lecture, we have started the second unit from the artificial intelligence. Okay, which one? Just we'll see the title of that one: Artificial Intelligence for Mechanical Engineering Applications. Which are the mechanical engineering applications? Now we will discuss one by one. Before that, some terminology we should understood. Okay, term, and then only we can develop the mechanical engineering application. Okay, today we'll see two applications, mechanical engineering applications, or the in day-to-day life applications. One is our air conditioner, AC. The last time also we have discussed related to that air conditioner. Okay, with the help of video, we will understood that things clearly. And the second one is the washing machine. Okay, every might be प्रत्येक घरामध्ये washing machine असेल तर ती machine with the help of this artificial intelligence, how that machine it works, just today we will discuss on that. आणि हे बघणार आहे आपण आजच्या लेक्चर मध्ये. As well as we will study some basics of our fuzzy logic and some different elements of that one and operations of that one. Okay, just we will see the last time also we have discussed this syllabus, which are the parts of this unit. Unit consists of three different parts. Okay, which are those? First part, it is fuzzy logic. Today we will finish this fuzzy logic part. Second, ANN, artificial neural network. Okay, this one is the second part of this unit, and last one is our genetic algorithm. Okay, total these three parts. Okay, today we will finish the first part. In next lecture, mostly we'll finish. We'll plan for today or the tomorrow. We'll finish this our second part of our unit number 2 from the artificial intelligence. And last lecture again we need one more 2 more lectures. Means we need near about 3 lectures to finish this unit. Again 3 more lectures. Again, last time we have discussed what is mean by fuzzy logic. We have started first part of this unit, fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic means simply we can define not exact त्या ठिकाणी पाठीमागच्या वेळेस 2-3 टर्म बघितलेले आहेत. फजी म्हणजे काय? Again, we have discussed fuzzy system includes fuzzy logic or a fuzzy set of theory. Okay, fuzzy refers not clear or a vague value. Okay, vague means or एखाद्या गोष्टीला आपण म्हणतो की हे मी करेन किंवा एखादी गोष्ट केली असेल. Suppose you have written the assignments or the anything, but you are skipping some part. Okay, suppose 80% you have written, then we can say that okay, you have written 100%. आपण 80% लिहिलेलं असतो, परंतु आपण काय म्हणत असतो, माझी जी काय असाइनमेंट आहे तर 100% कंप्लीट आहे. आपण एक्झॅक्ट व्हॅल्यू सांगतोय का तर त्या ठिकाणी 80% का 100%? Okay, it cannot okay, we can say that I have completed 100%. Then in that case, similar to that one, fuzzy logic also, it will get in fuzzy logic we can give the input exact value of that operation. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी जर बुलियन ऑपरेशन बघितलं तर त्या ठिकाणी 1 आणि 0च्या प्रमाणात आपण काय करतोय तर आपल्या प्रोग्रामिंग मध्ये डिफाइन केलं जातं. परंतु in fuzzy logic we can define in the form of fractions, म्हणजे किती डिग्री ऑफ ट्रूथ आहे, म्हणजे किती बरोबर आहे त्यानुसार आपण त्या ठिकाणी डिफाइन केलं जातं. Okay, that only I have written here. Fuzzy logic is an approach to computing based on degree of truth. Okay, किती बरोबर आहे त्यावरती आपण काय करणार आहे तर डिफाइन, म्हणजे एक तर येस किंवा नो म्हणणार नाही. तुम्ही जर असाइनमेंट लिहिली आहे तर तुम्ही काय म्हणणार आहे तर एक तर लिहिले असेल तर येस, नसेल तर नो. जर विचारलं तुम्ही 100% कंप्लीट केली तर कंप्लीट 100% कंप्लीट सांगणार आहे, जर नसेल तर केलेली नाही म्हणते, म्हणजे 0 म्हणतो आपण, 0 किंवा 100%. बऱ्याच लोकांनी काय केलं असतं तर 50%, 60%, मग त्यावेळेस आपण त्या केसमध्ये ओके आपण म्हणू शकणार नाही की ओके मी 50%, 60% कंप्लीट केलेली. हे कशामध्ये बुलियन लॉजिक मध्ये. आणि इन फजी लॉजिक वी कॅन राईट ओके आय हॅव कम्प्लिटेड 50%, 60%, 70% ऑफ असाइनमेंट्स. मीन्स the exact truth value we can define in the fuzzy logic, and this fuzzy logic is useful for machine to decide the anything related to that. Okay, like if you take the example of washing machine, जर क्लोथ किती डर्ट आहे, त्या क्लोथ वरती किती डर्टी पार्ट आहे हे जर फाइंड आउट करायचं असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये आपल्याला काय करायला लागणार आहे तर फजी लॉजिक यूज करणार. म्हणजे जर आपलं पूर्ण शर्ट डर्टनी किंवा घाण झाला असेल तर तो काय करणार आहे तर इट विल टेक ओके टोटली डर्टी पार्ट अँड इट विल स्पिन अकॉर्डिंग टू दे, म्हणजे त्याची जी काही मोशन आहे तर भरपूर घाण झाला असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी तो स्पिनिंग त्यानुसार रोटेट करणार, किंवा जो काय ड्रम रोटेट होणार आहे तर त्याचं स्पीड त्यानुसार डिसाइड केलं जातं. Okay, now for example we have taken in boolean logic, आता जे काय आपण लॉजिक इफ एल्स स्टेटमेंट मध्ये लिहित होतो. ओके, इफ इट इज ग्रेटर दॅन दॅट वन, ओके द व्हॅल्यू इज दॅट, ओके दिस वन लाईक दॅट ओनली. इज वॉटर हॉट जर बुलियन लॉजिक असेल तर आपण काय म्हणणार तर येस किंवा नो म्हणे. मीन्स we can represent boolean logic in the form of ones and zeros. Okay, I have written if it is written yes, then I can write 1. If it is no, then I will write 0. And similarly, if I will ask in same question in fuzzy logic, is water hot, then I will write okay either hot, warm, normal or cold. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी मी काय करणार आहे तर I will divide that into the मल्टिपल फॉर्म्स. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी बघा तर ह्या ठिकाणी तर ह्यामध्ये फक्त काय म्हणते तर इज वॉटर हॉट, येस ऑर नो, फक्त येस नो मध्ये सांगतोय. मग ह्यामध्ये काय म्हणतोय ते जे काही वॉटर आहे तर हॉट आहे, एकदम हॉट आहे, वॉर्म झालेला आहे, नॉर्मल आहे का कोल्ड आहे. मीन्स आय विल रिप्रेझेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू दॅट लॉजिक. मीन्स हॉट इफ इज व्हेरी हॉट देन आय विल रिप्रेझेंट 1. इफ इट इज वॉर्म देन आय विल राईट 0.65, normal 0.25. if it is cold then I will represent 0. Okay, you understood this might be okay the difference between boolean logic and fuzzy logic. सगळ्यांना लक्षात आलेला असावा हा difference. We understood this one, the difference between boolean logic and fuzzy logic. Yes, understood, not understood? Okay, after that we have discussed related to history and background of fuzzy logic. Last time we have gone through it. Okay, all we have read that part and we have discussed that part. Okay, again we have seen what is mean by fuzzy logic also. It is not clear, we are defining not clearly or the something like that. Next one we have seen okay different architecture of fuzzy logic. Okay, fuzzy logic consists of 3 parts. One is the fuzzification, defuzzification, and the middle part is the okay infer engine, or the it is connected to the rule base. Okay, that engine is connected to the rule base and fuzzification and defuzzification. This inference engine it helps to take decision okay according to our inputs, and input comes from the this crispy input. Crispy input, it is provided to fuzzification, and this fuzzification input, it is provided to this inference engine, and after inference engine it will pass this output of inference engine to the defuzzification, and defuzzification it will provide the crisp output to the machine. Okay, now last time also we have discussed related to that. Okay, component we have discussed what is mean by rule base. It contains all the rules. If then means these rules are defined like our if else statement, and if we can write if the water is hot, then and then only we can start our geyser, otherwise the geyser must be switched off. Okay, if the water is warm, then geyser should be started, or the geyser should be started for 1 hour only. Okay, जो काही गीजर असेल तर फक्त 1 तासासाठी स्टार्ट करणार, and the whole thinking process it is done in this inference engine and rule base. And the rule base, it is used some conditional statement like if else, if then again there are might be a scene. Okay, that in rule base fuzzification means crisp input, it is converted into the fuzzification, fuzzied set of to be provided to that engine. Okay, next inference engine, defuzzification, and linguistic variable. In linguistic variables also we can use the sentences words. Okay, in that some smart sensors or the smart ACs might be using. In that this linguistic variables are used for the analyzing purpose. Okay, in the fuzzy laws. Okay, next we have seen the air cooler, fuzzy logic for air cooler. Okay, for that I have written 4 rules. Okay, the काय rules आहेत बघा तर त्या ठिकाणी तर with the help of this conditional statement if then च्या साइन मी हे 4 स्टेटमेंट दिले. काय स्टेटमेंट आपले बघा तर if temperature is very cold, आता जर टेम्परेचर एकदम थंड असेल तर एसी स्टार्ट व्हायला पाहिजे का नको, किंवा स्विच ऑफ असणं एक्सपेक्टेड. मीन्स एअर कूलर इज टू बी केप्ट ऑफ, म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी काय असणार आहे तर जो काही एअर कूलर असेल तर तो काय असणार आहे तर ऑफ असणं गरजेचं. जर नॉर्मल असेल, टेम्परेचर नॉर्मल असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये काय असणार आहे तर ओनली स्पीड ऑफ फॅन इज स्पीड इज टू बी स्लो विदाउट कूलिंग इफेक्ट, म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी कूलिंग न करता फक्त फॅन आपण नॉर्मली स्टार्ट केलं. जर टेम्परेचर वॉर्म असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये काय करणार आहे तर वी कॅन increase the speed of fan as well as we can start the moderate amount of cooling effect. Okay, cooling effect moderate. If temperature is hot, then in that case we can start the high fan feed as well as the high cooling rate. Okay, त्या case मध्ये high cooling. Next we have seen this rule based. Okay, I have drawn that diagram. Depend upon that only we have seen one more example of fuzzy logic. And I have written the 4 rules for steam turbine. Steam turbine साठी हे 4 रूल मी त्या ठिकाणी डिफाइन केले. नेक्स्ट वी हॅव सीन इन लास्ट लेक्चर ऍप्लिकेशन्स ऑफ द फझी लॉजिक. द ऍप्लिकेशन्स आपण त्या ठिकाणी बघितलेले. नेक्स्ट वी हॅव स्टार्टेड. Okay, these are the some applications where we can use this fuzzy logic: dishwasher, coffee machine, aerospace, medicine, chemical, natural language processing, business rules, environmental. Okay, out of that just we will see one example of our washing machine, how exactly it works, and after that we will move next part.
So I've got my essay written and I've been working on it for about a week. So now I'm going to show you how I use Grammarly at Tasty.
Just
hi everyone, Fuzzy Logic application. I'm Abdul Karim and my partner Muhammad Al Abbas. So what is fuzzy logic? Compared to Boolean algebra that has the exact value 0 or 1, the fuzzy logic has the value of between vagueness, between 0 and 1. So it means that unclear or ambiguous compared to Boolean that is crisp, mean, or sharp. The history of fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic was proposed by Zada in 1965, and it was applied in the steam engine control by Mamdani in 1974. So washing machine using fuzzy logic. Today, washing machine has been a common feature in the household. By fuzzy logic, we can save time and save money and reduce the effort of the human. Here is the block diagram for fuzzy logic. We have the first is the linguistic input, which 2 is the type of dirt and the dirtiness of clothes. Second is the fuzzy logic procedures, the fuzzification and fuzzy arithmetic applying radiation and defuzzification. And lastly is the output, which is the wash time.
And now for the fuzzification for the washing machine, we have the input and output variables are determined as with the input, dirtiness of clothes and the type of dirt, while the output is washing time. For the rules evaluation, we have the input and output linguistic variables. First one, dirt of clothes, and the membership of dirt of clothes, large, medium, and small. While the type of dirt, the membership is greasy, medium, and non-greasy. And for the washing time, we have very long, medium, and short, and very short time. So by using this table, we can determine the rules of our fuzzy logic system. Next, for the defuzzification, the system might use the center of gravity to determine the exact time or the suitable time for wash the clothes, depending on the dirtiness of clothes and the type of dirt. And yeah, as we can see here, like by using the center of gravity, we can determine the exact time for each, and like either to be 60 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes. And thank you for watching.
Just
इसे कहेंगे कि स्टील 2 R डॉट। आई होप आपको ये इतना समझ में
1 minute. Just we'll see where that actual machine it is working. Just you can see water level selection,
fuzzy logic use, and water level selection. Switch on the power from main supply. Press power switch on the panel. Press start or pause switch on the panel. Automatically, fuzzy logic is selected. In fuzzy logic, water level will be selected automatically according to the weight of clothes. To increase or decrease water level, press water switch panel again and again. Selected water level can be confirmed with a glowing LED. Wash time will change with the water level. It will be more when higher water level is selected.
okay, this machine is used fuzzy logic. Actually, that and second one is the air conditioner. Okay. Fuzzy logic used in air conditioner.
Hello, my name is Amir Farhan, and this is my partner, Amizi Zaidi.
Now you can see this.
This is going to be an interesting topic. Here are some of things we are going to present today. it is about fuzzy logic. What is fuzzy logic? Fuzzy logic is a problem-solving control system methodology that lends itself to implementation in system ranging from simple, small, embedded microcontroller to large network, multi-channel PC, or workstation-based data acquisition and control system. Fuzzy logic definitions: a set of mathematical principles for knowledge representations based on degree of membership rather than on scripts of membership of classical binary logic. It's stated by Lotfi Zada, the founder of the fuzzy logic in 1965. One of the applications of fuzzy logic is air conditioning. Fuzzification. Air condition fuzzy logic control system takes four variables into consideration, which are actual temperature, user temperature, and dew point temperature. There are four output variables, which is compression speed, fan speed, mode of operation, and fin direction. Here is the block diagram for the air conditioner, which include four steps, which is for the first one is input classification, for the middle one is rule evaluation and rule output aggregation, fuzzy arithmetic, and the last one is defuzzification for the output. Here is for the input fuzzy set, has three, which is the first one is user temperature, has low, optimum, and high. For the second one is temperature difference, has negative, positive, zero, and large. And for the third one is dew point, has optimum and zero. Here is for the output fuzzy set, has two, which is fan speed and compressor speed. For the fan speed, it has three, which is low, medium, and fast. And for the compressor speed, it has three, low, medium, and also fast. The conclusion is, with most of the problems encountered in day-to-day like foreign English medical.
Okay, Mudya. Might be you have seen the air conditioner. In that they have shown, okay, how that fuzzification, defuzzification, and the rules, which are the rules are created in that video. Okay, might be you have seen. How it is carried out. Okay, next one is the, now this one is the, already we have discussed in last lecture, classic sets. Okay, set means suppose we can take the एखादं set म्हणजे काय असणार, collection of all elements inside that. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं होतं की एक क्लोथ म्हणून घेतलं तर त्यामध्ये क्लोथ म्हणले तर काय असणार आहे, तर there are different types of clothes are available in universe. Okay, we can take the like our shirt, pant, t-shirt. Again, we will take the n number of elements inside. Means cloth is one set, inside that all elements are there. Okay, we can define like X is the universal set, then we can write mu A is equal to 1 and 0. 1 and 0 means we can say that this 1 is the, in Boolean logic we can write 1 as the yes and the 0 as the no. Okay, next after that we have seen this fuzzy sets, and the this set if has only value of 0 and 1, म्हणजे ह्या सेटला जर व्हॅल्यू 0 आणि 1 असेल तर त्या सेटला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे, तर we can define is the set. Okay, the set. Okay, now am I audible? आवाज येतोय आता सगळ्यांना? Yes, no, please reply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are discussing about the crisp set. Before that we should understood set. Okay, what is mean by set? Set is nothing but it is combination of different elements or the same elements from a category. So we have taken the example of cloth. Cloth is there. Inside that cloth we know there are different types of clothes are available. Like that only we can define A is the cloth, then we can write A1 is the our shirt, A2 is the pant, like that only we can define n number of elements inside that. Okay, and the universal set we can define with the help of X, and X is the subset of A. Okay, X is the universal set. Inside that I will write the A is the subset, then I will write mu A is equal to X is equal to 1 and 0. In the case of Boolean, okay, हे कधी लिहितोय तर Boolean मध्ये आपण रिप्रेझेंट केलेले. जर असे जे काही सेट्स असतील, if it is represented in the format 1 and 0, then that sets are known as a crisp sets. Okay, त्या सेटला काय म्हणणार आहे तर crisp set असं म्हणणार. Now fuzzy sets, the fuzzy set कशाला म्हणायचं? crisp set म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? If it is represented in the form of 1 and 0, then that sets are known as a crisp set. Now fuzzy sets, the fuzzy sets कशाला म्हणतात बघा तर fuzzy set theory is an extension of the class set theory where elements have varying degrees of membership. A logic based on the two truth value, true and false, is sometimes inadequate when describing human reasoning. Fuzzy logic uses the whole interval between 0 to 1, false to true, to describe human reasoning. Okay, inside that means we can write membership function in between the true and false. Okay, or the 0 and 1 मध्ये membership functions means we can write degree of truth. आता त्या ठिकाणी बुलियन लॉजिक मध्ये जर ट्रू असेल तर 1 लिहितो, false असेल तर 0. But in membership function or in fuzzy logic we can write in between that values. Okay, 0 1, that only I have written. A fuzzy set is an set that allows its member to have different degree of members. Means in between these two we can write different membership functions like 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 called membership functions in the intervals 0 to 1. The degree of membership of truth is not same as probability. Okay, ती काय असणार आहे तर सेम नसणार आहे. जी काही डिग्री ऑफ मेंबरशिप बघणार आहे मीन्स 0.5, इट डज नॉट रिपीट 0.555 इट्स टाइम. Okay, fuzzy truth is not likelihood of some event or conditions. Fuzzy truth represent membership in vaguely defined sets. Okay, means we can define vaguely different sets, depend upon that set only we can find the, okay, we can define the logic. Fuzzy logic is derived from fuzzy set theory dealing with reasoning that is approximate rather than precisely derived from the classic predict logic. Fuzzy logic is capable of handling inherently impressive concepts. Means slightly, okay, very high, okay, like that only we can use inside that terms. Okay, त्यामध्ये त्या सेट मध्ये काय करणार आहे तर okay, in Boolean we can write very high or low, but in that we can use the terms like slightly, quite, very. Okay, like that only we can use. Fuzzy set theory defines fuzzy operation on the fuzzy sets. Okay, next one is the we should understand the crisp and non-crisp set. Okay, crisp set कशाला म्हणायचं आणि non-crisp set कशाला म्हणायचं किंवा crisp sets are Boolean sets. Okay, we can define crisp sets are Boolean sets and non-crisp sets are the fuzzy sets. Okay, non-crisp are the fuzzy sets. Okay, for that only I have written as said before, in classical set theory the characters functions of equation, okay, that equation has only value 0 and 1, such sets are called as a crisp set. And non-crisp sets, the character functions can be defined as a, okay, like mu a, the crisp set is generally from non-crisp set. Okay, like that only. Such non-script sets are called as a fuzzy sets. अशा जे काही non-script sets असतात तर त्याला काय म्हणणार आहे तर fuzzy sets असं म्हणतात. Okay, next, crisp set theory is not capable for representing descriptions and the classification in many cases. In fact, crisp set does not provide adequate representation for most cases. Okay, next we'll see here like crisp and non-crisp. In crisp, okay, direct we can write, okay, either 0 or the 1. Okay, like that here one example is given. Okay, classify student for basketball team. Okay, we have to classify the students for basketball team. In that I have written this example explains the grade of truth value. Tall student qualify, not tall student do not qualify. Means we can select those students having height more, and we do not select the height as having small height. ओके, म्हणजे आपल्याला एक बास्केटबॉल साठी एक टीम सिलेक्ट करायची आहे, त्यासाठी आपल्याला एक उंच विद्यार्थी असलेले फक्त प्लेयर चूज करायचे. ओके, जे लहान असेल त्यांना चूज करायचं. मग त्यासाठी काय दिलेलं आहे, इफ स्टुडंट इज 1.8 मीटर टॉल आर टू बी क्वालिफाईड. म्हणजे 1.8 मीटर जर त्याची उंची असेल तर त्याला आपण क्वालिफाय करणार आहे. देन शुड बी एक्सक्लूड स्टुडंट हुज 1/10 इज लेस. म्हणजे त्याच्या जर हाईट पेक्षा 1/10 जर इंच लहान असेल तर आपण एक्सक्लूड करणार आहे. और शुड वी एक्सक्लूड अ स्टुडंट हुज इज 1 इंच शॉर्टर. म्हणजे ते जे काही 1 इंच शॉर्टर आहे त्याला आपण एक्सक्लूड करणार. नॉन क्रिस्प रिप्रेझेंटेशन टू रिप्रेझेंट नोशन्स ऑफ टॉल पर्सन. ओके, आता नॉन क्रिस्प लॉजिक आणि क्रिस्प लॉजिक. आता क्रिस्प लॉजिक मध्ये काय करणार आहे तर, ओके, आता ही जर एक्झाम्पल बघितलं तर आपण काय करणार आहे तर एक मेजर पट्टी यूज करणार आहे. त्या ठिकाणी जर एखाद्या विद्यार्थी 1.8 मीटर असेल तर आपण काय करणार आहे तर एक तर सिलेक्ट करेल किंवा रिजेक्ट करेल. मीन्स 0 आणणार किंवा त्याला काय म्हणणार आहे, इज टॉल और नॉट टॉल. ओके, त्याची हाईट काय म्हणतोय तर क्वालिफाय होण्यासाठी चालेल किंवा नॉट चालणार नाही. ओके, म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी मग त्या ठिकाणी अशी कंडिशन आहे का, 1/10 इंच जर लहान असेल तर त्याला क्वालिफाय करायचं, 1 इंच असेल तर त्याला क्वालिफाय करायचं. इन क्रिस्प लॉजिक वी कॅनॉट डिफाईन दॅट. ओके, त्या क्रिस्प लॉजिक मध्ये आपण डिफाईन करू शकत नाही. बट इन नॉन क्रिस्प यू कॅन सी हियर इट इज ग्रॅज्युअली इन्क्रीजिंग और ग्रॅज्युअली डिक्रीजिंग. ओके, द ग्राफ इफ यू रिप्रेझेंट suddenly here in crisp logic you will find suddenly the whether it is tall or not tall. If it is tall then accepted, not tall it is rejected. But here if having the that height is less than the 1/10 then we can accept that student or qualify that student. But here it is difficult to find. Okay, ह्या केस मध्ये क्रिस्प लॉजिक मध्ये फाइंड करणं पॉसिबल आहे. बट हियर वी कॅन इझिली फाइंड अ स्टुडंट ऑफ हाईट 1.79 मीटर वुड बिलॉंग टू बोथ टॉल अँड नॉट टॉल सेट. म्हणजे 1.79 असेल तर आपण 1.80 असेल तर काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही म्हणतोय, पण 1.79 मीटर असेल तर इट इज डिफिकल्ट. ओके, वी कॅन से दॅट त्याला ऍक्सेप्ट करायचं का, टॉल मध्ये टाकायचं का नॉट टॉल मध्ये. मग त्या केस मध्ये आपल्याला वी हॅव टू यूज दिस क्रिस्प सेट. ओके, त्या केस मध्ये क्रिस्प सेट यूज करायला. ओके, ऍज हाईट इन्क्रीजेस मेंबरशिप ग्रेड विदिन टॉल सेट वुड इन्क्रीज अँड डिक्रीज. ओके, कॅप्चरिंग अनसर्टिनिटी. आता एखादं अनसर्टिनिटी हाऊ कॅन फाइंड आउट. इन्स्टेड ऑफ अवॉइडिंग और इग्नोरिंग अनसर्टिनिटी Z introducing fuzzy set theory that capture uncertainty. Means the innovator of this fuzzy logic has introduced this fuzzy set theory. Okay, next in that this mean AX it is represented as a membership function of that any set. Okay, ह्याला काय म्हणायचं, membership function we can represent, and the intervals we can write 0 to 1. Next example, again it is written, okay, the membership function of a crisp set. Okay, crisp set's a membership. Okay, if you draw the one wave then it is in the form of square. Okay, but it is inclined in nature. The waves if you draw it is in a incline. Okay, in the crisp set the members of set are either output of set within membership of the degree 0 or in the set of with membership of degree 1. Therefore, a crisp set, fuzzy set, in other words, crisp set are a special case of a fuzzy set. म्हणजे काय म्हणतोय तर क्रिस्प सेट, फजी सेट हा क्रिस्प सेटचा एक स्पेशल भाग आहे. म्हणजे ह्यालाच फक्त काय केलं तर स्क्वेअरचं फक्त इन्क्लाइन केलंय, ग्रॅज्युअली चेंज केलं. त्यामुळे काय झालेलं आहे तर त्या ठिकाणी ओके वी कॅन डिफाइन व्हेरी प्रिसाइजली एनी. ओके हिअर 2 examples are given. Okay, again, if we consider x consisting of natural number, okay, 12, then we can write that is x consists of set of 1 to 12, then the set prime number could be described as follows. Okay, जर ह्यातले prime number काढा म्हटलं तर how we can find? Okay, prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 elements, okay, from this subset. Set a small, okay, as a non-crisp set. A set X that consists of small cannot be described. For example, 1 is the member of small and 12 is member of not a member of small. Set A small has unsharp boundaries, can be characterized by function that assign a real number from the closure intervals from 0 to 1. Each element X in the set. Okay, next, fuzzy set. We can define a fuzzy set. A fuzzy set is any set that allows its member to have different degree of membership, called a membership function, in the intervals 0. Defuzzification of the sets. How can I write the defuzzification or the definition of the fuzzy set? Okay, how can define the fuzzy set definition? A fuzzy set A defined in the universal space X. Okay, is a function defined in X which assume value in the range of 0 to 1. Okay, means how we can write that? A fuzzy set A is written as the pair of X is the universal set, means A is the subset of that universal set, as we can represent similar manner. Okay, X is the element of universal space and A in bracket X is the value of function A for the these elements values. The value X is the membership grade of the element X in the fuzzy set. Okay, again it is given some values with examples, assumption that you can understand. Next, definition of universal space. Universal space म्हणजे काय तर ते definition दिलेले. Okay, you can go through it. Original that universal space for fuzzy set is the fuzzy logic was defined only on the integers. Now the universal space of fuzzy sets and fuzzy relation is defined with 3 numbers. Okay, the first 2 numbers specify the start and end of universal space, and the third argument specify the increment between elements. Means we can define the, if it is one set, universal set, then we can write okay 1 to 12 is it is represented. Okay, कसा पद्धतीने represent करणार? Starting it is 1. Okay, the end is the 12. Okay, म्हणजे किती सेट आहे? 1 to 12. We can write start is 1, end is 12, and it is incremented by 1. Okay, प्रत्येक व्हॅल्यू जी काही इन्क्रिमेंट झालेली कितीने व्हॅल्यू इन्क्रीज झाली? 1. Means we can represent in curly bracket 1, 12 start point, end point, and the increment value. Okay, this it is defined in the universal space. Next, fuzzy memberships. Okay, we can write that only fuzzy. How can write? Okay, graphic interpretation of fuzzy set small. Okay, एखादी small set दिला असेल तर how can we represent that one? Okay, universal space. Again, you can see here like 0 to 1. We can write 1 as 1, 2 as 1, 3.9. Okay, like that only we can develop the fuzzy sets. Okay, अशा पद्धतीने आपण त्या ठिकाणी fuzzy for interpretation of fuzzy sets small. Okay, like that only we can produce the fuzzy sets. Okay, अशा पद्धतीने fuzzy sets. Okay, again prime numbers. If you want to develop the fuzzy sets for prime numbers, okay, which are the prime numbers we can write, and according to that, okay, interpretation of the fuzzy logic. Okay, for that I can draw the fuzzy logic sets. Okay, again universal space. Okay, here I have written, and for that graphically represented it is done. Okay, next one is the infinite universal space. You can go through it, you will understood it definitely. Again, that we can define the universal sets are the like Monday to Saturday for the here infinite universal space I have written. Okay, like numbers, if you take the numbers, we can write infinite numbers. Okay, but the our Monday to Saturday, it is finite one we can write. Okay, L is the infinite. Okay, like that only. Fuzzy sets empty. If it is the empty fuzzy sets, okay, there is no change in the. Okay, you will find. Okay, if it is empty. Next, fuzzy operation. Which are the operation? Now it is very important. Fuzzy operation we will see. Okay, there are different operations in fuzzy. A fuzzy set operation are the operation of fuzzy set. The fuzzy set operation are generalized or of a crisp set operation. The formulation, the fuzzy set theory in terms of standard operation, union, intersection, and the difference. Okay, can anyone tell me union means? Union, intersection. Okay, might be you have studied in that. In this section, the graphical represent interpretation of the following standards fuzzy sets in term and fuzzy logic operation are illustrated. Inclusion, okay, inclusion, equality, complement, union, and intersection. These are the some 5 operations which is done in the fuzzy logic. Okay, out of that, inclusion. First one is the inclusion. Let A and B is the fuzzy set. Define the same universal space X. Then fuzzy set A is included in the fuzzy set B. If and only if for every X in the set X we have same. Okay. तरच आपण त्या ठिकाणी डिफाइन करू शकणार आहे. Okay, understood. त्या ठिकाणी this one is the one example of inclusion. Okay, you can go through it and the representation of that inclusion of that set. Okay, next one is the comparable, means compare that two values. Okay, we can represent that comparability of any two sets. Because दोन sets the comparability कसं करायचं. Okay, with example here you can understood. Okay, this is not in your syllabus. Then also we are going to cover that part. Okay, okay, for that they have shown the example. Okay, next one is the complement. Complement again, you will get the if two subsets are there, then we can complement that two sets. How we can complement? Okay, you will understood that with one example. Union again, if you small and medium two sets are there, then how we can add that two with the help of this example. You will understood. You can go through it. Intersection of that one. Okay, two fuzzy sets are there, then intersection how we can care. Next, difference between that fuzzy properties. Okay, these are the some fuzzy properties. Okay, identity, commutative, okay, associative. Okay, these are the some operations of the. Again, the operation calculate fuzzy relations between that. Okay, you can go through it. You will understood all this. Okay. This is out. We have taken, okay, required as per your syllabus. This is extra information for you. Okay, the extra information तुम्हाला provide केली जात आहे. Okay, you can go through it, means you can clearly understand. Fuzzy system already we have discussed in the first lecture only. Fuzzy system means that introduction in that architecture of this fuzzy system and the fuzzy system elements, which are the elements, and fuzzy logic. Okay, we have discussed whole part in the again classical logics. Okay, we can write classical logics in the form of true and false. Proportional logics. Okay, again it is true and false in the form. variables, okay, truth values, fuzzy logic, again fuzzification already we are. The crispy into the crisp value into the gray. म्हणजे fuzzification मध्ये काय केलं जाणार आहे तर त्या ठिकाणी इथं the crisp value, okay, जो काही crisp values आहे 0 आणि 1, it is converted into the fuzzy system. Fuzzy system means the set of 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, point like that. Okay, you will understood that one. These are the some example of fuzzification. And the last defuzzification, again defuzzification, again that fuzzy analyze the fuzzification input, it is converted again into the crisp. Okay, and now in next lecture we will start this biological neuron. Okay, what is mean by neuron and neuron system, we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, up to this, okay, this is extra information for you. Okay, these slides now I have shown. Okay, you can go through it if you will to go, otherwise you can skip that part, no problem. Just this is for extra information you are. And from next lecture we will start our next part of our this unit, which one? ANN, artificial neural network. That part we will start in the next lecture. Might be you understood of fuzzy logic and its operation. Okay, you have any problem you can ask, otherwise we'll start the artificial neural network in the next lecture. If you have doubts, then you can ask, otherwise you can write your roll numbers in chat box and you can leave the meeting, no problem. Write down fast. Don't. Please put it down. Hmm. 17, 16, 17. Hmm.